today that we post as you see this, the first person to say, or one of the people that says abracadabra, and that means that they're going to be downtown, we'll give them that last VIP pass that we have.
Where did you, real quick, where did you do the stash and grab? Where did you stash it?
So I went down, I stopped in the Kind Love. They were throwing a little party over at their Alameda location just to say hey to the vendors and say thank you to the patrons. So I stopped in. They had a little hibachi chef going. I won a couple prizes from Green Dot and from Select. And then we had a bunch of like gradu in there. You know, I put the duality pin, I put a t-shirt, I put some stuff from our friend the Token Jew in the bag, and then I put a letter on the top and it said, text me. I have 2 passes, VIP. And so I was down in Rhino supporting Steadbrook. They were doing a campaign fundraiser for donations to Salvation Army to help our local community. And so since I was walking around Larimer, looking sharp, feeling better about myself after the Kind Love event, I went and just tucked it right there. It's next to Callie's. There's this little house that has a mural on the wall, and it has like a picket fence. So I just tucked that bitch down there in the fence, and I just took a picture and put a couple clues out there. And it was out there for probably 30, 45 minutes before I got a message from someone who was like, "What up, motherfucker? I found your bag."
Nice.
I know. So we're stoked to have Andrew and whomever Andrew brings with him at the VIP area of the Mile High 420 Fest. But it's going to be a bitchin' good time for sure. But let's get into the highlight of my Saturday.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wish I didn't miss out on this part.
Yeah, so I got up at 7 a.m. and drove 40 minutes south to Parker, Colorado. There's a group, Carolyn and Alan, Chef Carolyn, Chef Alan, epically trained. From what I understand, they're unbelievably well trained, very knowledgeable in the ways of how you do French bakeries. And France is the place, I want to retire. I love their cuisine. I love their culture. I love the people of France more than I love the people of America.
It's because they eat pastries every day.
They eat bread, they drink wine, and none of them give a shit if they have a gun at home. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, everybody here calls them coward and the freedom fries. Get me the fuck over there with them. They're doing it right. Foie gras, pate, fucking natural wines coming out of every goddamn city. I miss it.
And butter.
And fuck tons of butter. Well, anyway, so Carolyn and Alan have channeled this concept, and they were doing it during COVID out of like pop-ups, like you would do pre-orders and then pick up at a net.
I
stuff
remember
like that. Well, they opened their own bakery sometime in 2021 down in Parker. And, we had day jobs, so like it's not easy for us to get down there on a regular basis.
Right.
But, our friends over at Get Right's, the plant nursery and bakery, were doing a pop-up with them. And so I was like, I want to, get a little bit of the taste of the action, but I also want to see the new digs for Poulette. They had recently been named Best of Westward, which we've joked about. Do those awards matter? But they were named the best bakery in Denver, and albeit fucking 40 miles away. So I got up at 7 a.m., Chris, and I drove down there, and I got there like 7:30, 7:45, and stood in line for 15 minutes till they opened. And then the line just it kind of snakes, and people were moving quick. It was Easter weekend, and there's 2 bakeries operating out of 1. So the lines are a little longer for when they do Saturday morning stuff like that. But if y'all are trying to hit them up, it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 8 a.m. until they sell out. Oh my God. So I spoke with some folks. They say that on like Wednesday, Thursdays, and even Fridays, you can go in, get some stuff, and even sit in the cafe, chat with Carolyn and Alan while they're there, get the kind of personal, small town, small bakery feel.
Do they have like coffee and stuff in there when you're chilling?
Yeah, just casual coffees. But let me tell you about this bakery. I know you did Bakery 4 last week. I know we've had Sean on the podcast, and we love him dearly. We love all the Chutney boys. It's time we get AJ and Dave to join us as well. But Westward got it right. Poulette is fucking immaculate. Everything they did everything. The flakiness, the buttery, like the true buttery flavor in the croissant, the chocolate croissant were fantastic. I don't even know. I'm gonna butcher these words because I'm in French 1.
Yeah.
But the cannelle, Canele, it's like a fucking little lava cake of dankness. Oh, heavens, Chris. heavens.
Is it chocolate?
Yeah, in the middle. Fuck yeah. And then they also have macarons that we got one of each, and the raspberry chocolate one was cum-worthy. Like, I would have just...
Macarons are good.
Yeah. But so they have sweet, they have savory, and I'm a savory guy. You know, my experience with scones and things of that nature, they usually leave you dry, wanting water like a Popeye's biscuit. No, my friend. No. I would stick my dick in this scone. It was that moist. It was perfect. It was fucking perfect. And they have a hatch green chili one, so it's got a little spice to it. Ooh, baby, Chris. Ooh, baby. And then you throw in a ham and cheese bear claw that straight up looks like a vagine. You saw it on the inside.
did.
It looks like a vagine.
5. That's how many.
It looks like 5 vagines?
No, I said 5. That's how many beers there are.
Oh, yeah. I asked the question, how many beers, fellas? I'll tell you what, you don't need any beers. I would fuck it again right now. It was so delicious. The savory, the sweet. Get Right is in that camp as well. They had, what's the cake? It starts with a B.
A bunt?
No. B-A-L. I can't even fucking remember. But so they had a couple different things. They had a grapefruit tart. We had some eclairs that were absolute. Oh, a babka. A little chocolate babka, Chris. With the swirls. It was an intimate relationship I had with this. Like, I'm not a foodie. I don't know what goes into the preparation and how to make this. What I do know is I love to fucking eat. Whether it be Popeyes, Michelin stars, or bakery pop-ups. This shit was divine. Divine. And when you have chefs in our community and around the country that may follow us and they're like, I've had this food, it stacks up with Parisian bakeries. Or I've had Carolyn's techniques are second to none. Like, I believe it. They don't skip a beat. They don't skip a step. They do everything the right way. And Chef Matt and the team over at Get Rights, they're opening their spot soon, but they're on to fucking something, Chris, as well. And so if you're in the Denver area, follow Get Rights for sure. Because they do pop-ups at like Edgewater Public Market and other stuff in the actual Denver metro.
Yeah, so they did a pop-up at Sunday Vinyl.
Yeah, they did. They took over. They did a wine pairing dinner. Like Chef Matt and them. And they're going to open their spot in July. But in the meantime, heaven. They are killing it. And so I can't express it enough. The oat loaf was great.
They got everything you need, it sounds like, in the pastry game.
Yeah, so if you're looking to try to get some of that fixed, maybe not all of it, this Saturday, Get Right is up at Edgewater, and then Poulette is open Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, every week until sellout. And apparently there's a lot of regulars in that line, because I met some of them. And then I also ran into some friends, Chef, Nisi as well. So it was a divine experience.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to check that out.
Yeah, it's worth the drive. Like, and you're an early riser, so what you could probably do is go down there, get a box, eat a croissant, and then do some like fucking nature shit on the east side over there. I don't know, whatever. Run with coyotes or take Chaco on a walk or something. I don't know. Vote Republican, whatever they do in Parker. You could do it and then like knock that out. Like, plan a day around it, because it's worth it.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, did we miss anything else on the food front?
Nah, because pretty much everybody does like kind of family style stuff for Easter. So
yeah, what's your quintessential bite? Is it ham? Are you looking for a deviled egg? What's your favorite fuckworthy bite on Easter? What was it? Excuse me, what was it?
Man, yesterday I went to a party and we had like lamb chops, like grilled rack of lamb. And we had some tri-tip steak.
I saw you saber. Did you get that from Troy? Did you take some tips from our boy Troy?
Dude, that was the first time I ever sabered, and it went really well. I had no idea how that was going to work out.
You looked like a regular. You looked,
I know,
or not
great.
Maybe a regular, but it looks like Bobby taught you a thing or two.
It was great. I recommend trying it. It was a ton of fun.
Exhilarating?
It is. it's just kind of like, woo.
And you were with the girlfriend and like her crew, and so
I didn't want to fuck that up.
Yeah, how embarrassing would that have been if the thing just like shatters and like wilts in your hand? Like,
yeah, and I cut myself and I'm bleeding everywhere. That could have been bad.
God, that would have been something that happened to Kip. I know.
No, but I think summer. Easter, love deviled eggs, obviously, and the ham's always good, but definitely like I'm a lamb guy from Easter.
Okay,
Easter.
yeah, that's a Jesus thing. That's what
they say.
Yeah, rumor has it. Okay, so we've covered last week. We talked to Easter. Now it's time to kind of, in the next 15 minutes, but let's let folks go. We don't have a guest this week, but what we do have are the best events going on for 420 and the week of 420. So, like, obviously, for those that don't know, or if this is your first tenure of smoking weed in Denver, the Fuck Fest starts yesterday. Like, Chef Royalty's dinner was last night. That was, he fucking goes to the nines on that. And for those that are listening, if you're looking to catch a fade and you're ready to start the party and Wednesday's your day off, there's a fucking concert. The 420 Smoke Fest starts up at Red Rocks tonight with Ice Cube and I think Method Man. So there's shit going on all weekend long. I think it's 420 Eve on the Rocks is what it is. And it's Cypress Hill, E40, Ice Cube, and Too Short all slated to perform. But the real action starts Wednesday morning. So make sure you're following our Instagram page because we're going to be in the fucking thick of it all day long. I'm going to get stupid high, Chris. Like, it's going to be like Christopher Reeves tough. Like, you're all going to be pushing me around by the end of the day. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm not going to know where I am.
Comatose me, daddy. But so Chris, I think we did this last year. We like to do the 420 episode where we just showcase what's going on in Denver, but we don't have any guests that take away from the highlights. So I've asked you to kind of look through the week. We've talked a little bit about what we're going to be doing, but let's talk a little bit about what are some of the most exciting things that caught your eye when we were planning our 420 day.
So a few things that I don't know if I'll be able to go to any of these or not, but some things that I thought might be kind of cool. There's one event that they're actually doing on Saturday, the 23rd, and it's called Creatively Cannabis Tokes and Brushstrokes.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The people that do the painting things?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great call.
So this one's at the coffee joint by Yuma Way.
On Yuma?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's just like a 420 friendly painting event. So you can go in there. I imagine they've got all the materials and stuff you need. Probably need to bring your own weed, maybe. I'm not sure what that goes. But that sounds like that's a fun event. I mean, like, probably more fun than drinking and painting.
I mean, you're not wrong. And that's it's kind of like the active drinking scene, the people that want to play cornhole. Like, you love to smoke and like sit there and talk about aliens and all that shit. Some people like to smoke and just sit by the river. Some people want to smoke a little sativa and do something creative, activate those brains, do something. That's a great idea. I like that call. I didn't know that was going on.
Yeah. And then all throughout, beginning today or happening a couple of days ago through the weekend, there's cooking with cannabis class. So you can join, cannabis chefs, local cannabis chefs, and learn like how to make edibles and how to do dosage and things like that. So just like if you're interested in something like that, just search cooking with cannabis class.
I mean, or listen to last week's episode with Chef Royalty where we talk about the brutally intimidating 250 milligrams per tablespoon. But at the same time, it's a great concept. So, like, obviously we do our dinner series. Y'all saw it on our social media yesterday. Tickets go on sale May 1st, 4-hour dinner on May 25th. We're changing up the location yet again, so to stay kind of fresh. We're going to have some live music. We're going to have more tickets available. We're going to have more vendors there. Maybe somebody blowing some glass. Maybe people selling some rigs. So bring your pocketbook. Tickets will remain the same rate. We are the cheapest people in town when it comes to those events. So y'all be on the lookout. But I love that. If you want to learn how to cook with cannabis, you don't want to rely on just come to join us for dinner once a month, check that event out. That's a good call, Chris.
Yeah, maybe we should look into doing an event like that where we can have somebody come in and teach about how to use cannabis with cooking.
Yeah, Emily Oyer up in Aspen, she was on Chop 420 with Chef Royalty. Maybe we could get her to come do a symposium or like a little tutorial. and then let people take home a little munches.
Yeah.
I like it. We're brainstorming here. We're vibing real high today, guys, and that's because we're smoking on our sativa. I'm on the live resin series from Stephen Smith right now, and it's creating a great appetite. It's keeping me clear-minded, and I can't get enough of it. I'm usually a dark guy, but the 510s were on special because of the 420 deals, so I had to tee off and load up. So, yeah, we're vibing right now. I feel like we're hitting our stride. I think something that I have not